What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a pretty entertaining episode of Friday Night SmackDown with champions getting stripped. It was an entertaining show, Matt. What did you think?
I think the show was phenomenal, honestly. I mean, it was a big stake fight night, Friday night. It's either you win or you don't come back. And we're talking about the Unification Tag Team Championships, but that is the main event. But let's talk about the Bloodline actually opening the show, kind of Roman Reigns just doing some talk with Paul Heyman, kind of hyping up his cousins. Either they win or they lose because Roman Reigns going to be pissed off if they take that out. So he's just saying, you know what, this is going to be a high stake. And there was a grin on the face of Roman Reigns as they kind of embraced. So I was like, you know what, maybe there's something they're going to pull off, but we're going to get to that. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
A great match to kick off the show.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sami Zayn just wearing a Bloodline shirt. Like he was an extended member. It just was nuts. But Shinsuke Nakamura getting a clean win on Sami Zayn felt good to see. It was a great match. Sami Zayn got some spotlight. So could the tribal chief be facing Shinsuke Nakamura next? Could this be his next opponent? It looks like Shinsuke is certainly kind of taking the reins of Roman Reigns.
I like what you did there. Shinsuke versus Roman could be a pretty good match. I think we might see that at Money in the Bank because, you know, Roman's not defending the championship at Hell in a Cell, but Shinsuke versus Roman, I'm here for it.
I am too. What I was also here for next, Happy Talk. Now, I really don't care.
Oh, my God. I hate this so
much. It just was useless crap with Baron Corbin destroying the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. He destroyed the trophy. Like, what is this? That's a harsh L towards Andre the Giant, just to put an exclamation point on the segment, kind of showing Madcap Moss. I don't know.
This rivalry is so stale right now. I honestly want to see it go away, and Madcap deserves better. Happy Corbin even deserves better. This rivalry is doing nothing for me. I thought it was done at WrestleMania Backlash, but I guess not. They're just dragging this thing out, and I hate it.
Well, what's dragging out more? Drew Gulak, man, his fate is just getting slimmer and slimmer, taking on the ring general Gunther. Ricochet makes a save when Gunther applied a post-match Boston Crab, teasing a feud between the two NXT future or past stars. I'm sorry. So could we see Ricochet and Gunther possibly go against one another in the near future? But this is interesting, and you know what? I'm down for it.
Yeah, dude, talk about a feud that I hate with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. This is a feud that I could definitely get behind. Ricochet and Gunther, you know, he got that big bruiser and then the high flyer. You know, those end up being pretty good for WWE in the past, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move next. A backstage argument between Shotzi and Aaliyah gave way to the former battling Raquel Rodriguez, who I'm explaining her, describing her as weak and a choker and all that stuff. Rodriguez kind of silencing them, shaking off an onslaught by those two with a corkscrew splash.
There you go.
It honestly, I just was so pumped up for the main event. It was kind of a squash with Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi, whatever it is, what it is. But it was a nice corkscrew splash into
there you go.
Whatever, nice match. But Xavier Woods versus Butch, the unhinged Butch.
Oh boy, God.
Butch. Oh man, this was good. Butch jumped Woods as Sheamus and Holland actually distracted him, ensuring that the feud will simply not end, and we will live to see another week of this BS. But whatever. Butch is. I don't. What do you think about all this?
I mean, I joke about this with my buddy Sal week after week. We don't really understand Butch. We liked him much better as Pete Dunne. Oh, no, we can't say that. Pete Dunne, the forbidden name that no one can talk about. But I can see that they're trying to build Butch as this psychotic guy, but sometimes it's just too much. And I don't know. I just feel like he could be. He could be used better. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Our tongues are twisted tonight, but after this, Woods actually promised the return of Kingston next week and a special mystery partner. So against Sheamus and his company. So could we see returning full New Day Big E? I highly doubt Big E.
I don't think so. It would be awesome. I would love to see it. I just don't feel like he's ready yet.
Yeah, I heard yours. It's going to take. So you know what? We're going to see next week Sheamus and his company versus New Day in a special mystery of their choosing. So nice 6-man tag team match. Okay, now we are at the main event. RK Bro versus the
great main event.
the great main event. The expectations were high, you know, on a preview like event stage like tonight without commercials. There were commercials, but it was good pace.
It was fast paced action, and I really liked it. Yeah,
absolutely. So it was kind of cat and mouse. It got to a point where they thought Riddle actually was hurt, but he wasn't. I don't think it was a play on anything or any type of you know, botch. I think it really happened. I think Riddle actually got hurt, but what ended up happening, Riddle went for a really high dive on the top rope. He had Jimmy on the top rope about to go for a superplex, and Paul Heyman runs from commentary and he runs like on the ring apron, distracting the ref. Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere, trips Riddle, makes him fall down to the mat. Jimmy Uso hits a splash for the win, and they just scrutinize RK Bro after the match, putting Orton almost through a barricade with steel steps, and then just putting Riddle through a table. The crowd was just going nuts. The fans, the young kids, they got a lot of young kids crying on television. It was
dude, because they love the RK Bros, man. 420 for life. You know what I mean? Well, I was kind of bummed to see him lose, but we kind of knew it was going to happen.
Well, your undisputed unified tag team champions, the Usos, Roman Reigns, undisputed. So they got all the gold. The Usos, the Bloodline, they came out victorious, ending up SmackDown.
Yeah, what are they? The new evolution, man? I don't know if I enjoy seeing this. I don't know. With Roman with the reduced schedule. And one more thing we got to talk about is we saw that the women's tag team champions were stripped, and we're going to have a tournament. I don't know how you have a tournament when you only have like 2 women's tag teams throughout Raw and SmackDown, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
I don't know. I heard they're not in good talks with Naomi and Banks, but that was SmackDown. Our unified tag team champions and our unified WWE Roman Reigns. So it's going to be interesting what happens with RK Bro on Monday, see what they're going to go for next, if they're going to tease a breakup or whatnot. But NASCAR, big race this Sunday, huh?
Yeah, there's an all-star race, man. I will have a recap for that for you guys on Sunday night. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And Matthew and I will see you Tuesday with a Monday Night Raw recap.
I cannot wait.
Peace out, baby.
Peace out.
Come on and